Hello everyone, this is Brain King, and today I'm bringing you an update to my Noble Knight deck profile. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a bit of a different deck profile because I'm basically bringing you two deck profiles in one video. And I'll get to that in a sec with, of course, because we have a Noble Knight Link monster. So normally I would do this, I could do this in two videos, but I prefer to do this in one video because the only change is the extra deck. So this deck I play Master Rules 3, which is up to Pendulums, and then Master Rules 4, which is Link Monsters, which there is a Link Monsters deck as you can see. So the only thing that's changed is the extra deck. So the main deck I have 60 cards. For Master Rules 3 I have 12 in the extra deck, and then side deck is 15 cards. In Master Rules 4, which is Link Monsters, it's 15, including the 3 Link Monsters there, which is 3 of the Noble Knight Link Monster. So yeah, with Extreme Force and Cybernetic Horizon and Soul Fusion, we gain a lot of more support for this deck, and yeah, and new support's amazing. So let's get into the deck profile. And like I said, the only difference is just the extra deck between the Master Rules 3 and 4, because I do play this deck in the Master Rules 3 and 4. So hopefully that's not going to confuse anybody. Other than that, the main deck and the side deck is still the same. So let's get into it. So using one Noble Knight Artorigus, and I'll have a link in the description down below from my previous Noble Knight deck profile, which I think that was about a year ago. So one Noble Knight Gawain, and I'm sorry if I don't pronounce these names correctly. One Ignoble Knight of Black Lensallen. And one Noble Knight Ector. Two Noble Knight Midrots. Two Noble Knight Boars. Two Noble Knight Paradors. Two Noble Knight Gualchavid. Two Noble Knight Dryston. Two Noble Knight Brothers. This is another really good card in the deck. It's basically help you swarm the field and go for an Xyz summon. Because with this deck you can synchro, Xyz summon, and link summon if you're playing by the new rules. Noble Knight Bedwer. And here's the new cards we got. Noble Knight Kustinen, using two of those. And another one of the new Noble Knight cards, Noble Knight Pelennor. And another one of the new Noble Knight cards, Noble Knight Ivan. I'm using two Lady of the Lake, which is the tutor monster for the deck to help you bring up the Synchro monster. I'm using two Gwennefer, Queen of the Noble Arms, which this basically just is like another equip spell for the deck. Because the theme of this deck is equip spells. Then I'm using two Merlins. And one of the new cards we got is Morgan the Enchantress of Avalon, which is basically like the hand trap for the deck there. And that's 32 monsters. Onto the spell cards. So we got two Noble Arms Caliburn. 2 Noble Arms Arfiditur, two Noble Arms Gallatin, two Noble Arms Excalibur, two Noble Arms of Destiny, and then here's the newest equip card. We got Noble Arms Clarent. I'm using 2 of those. And then here's the field spell for the deck, 2 Noble Knights of the Round Table. Using 2 Last Chapter of the Noble Knights. And then here's one of the new cards we got. I'm using 2 Glory of the Noble Knights. This is a really good card for the Noble Knight deck. And then another new card for the deck. I'm using 2 Heritage of the Chalice, which is basically the searcher for the deck. Again, another really good card for the deck. And I'm running two Burial from a Different Dimension because, you do banish some cards in this deck. One Monster Born. Onto the traps, running 1 Avalon. I'm only using 1 because I only feel like I'll ever actually use one of these. There's of course a second one in the side deck, but yeah, it is a good card for the deck when you activate there. But of course you don't want to banish too many cards. And then here's another one of the new cards we got. Until Noble Arms are needed once again, so I got 1 of those. Then I'm running 1 Call the Haunted. And 2 Jar of Avarice. So on to the extra deck. So for Master Rules 3, I'm using 3 Ignoble Knight of High Lensallen. That's your Synchro Monster for the deck. 3 Artorgus, King of the Noble Knights. Three Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorgus. And 3 Sacred Noble Knight of King Custennin. That's it for your Xyz monsters. That's the extra deck for the Master Rules 3. And normally I wouldn't play a deck in Master Rules 4, but because this deck does have a Link Monster, and the Link Monster is really good for this deck, that's why I do use it. And for Master Rules 4, it's the same Synchro and Xyz monster I use. Only this time I'm using 3. I sold 2 Tails of the Noble Knights. That's a really good Link Monster for the deck. Basically, help put your equipped spells in the graveyard, so then when you play out the Xyz monsters, you can just get them all equipped to your monsters. So it's a really good card for the deck. Onto the side deck. Using 1 Noble Knight Artorgus, 1 Noble Knight Gawain, Ignoble Knight of Black Lensallen, Noble Knight Ector, the 3rd Lady of the Lake. Reinforced Army, this is a good card for the deck too, but I already have a whole bunch of searching cards in there, so just put that in the side deck. The A Forces, this is another good card for the deck because it helps power your warrior monsters, and most of them are warrior monsters, so that's another good card for the deck. 2 The Warrior Returning Alive, help you get back your warrior monsters, so it's It's also a good card for this deck. 2 Gold Sarcophagus, again, searching, but like I said, I already have a bunch of other searching cards in the deck, so. The second Avalon, the second Until Nobler Arms Are Needed Once Again, and the second Call the Haunted. So yeah, that's it for this Noble Knight deck profile for both Master Rules 3 and 4. Hope you all enjoyed the video. And yeah, I do love using this deck there too, and it is a lot of fun, and it just kind of reminds me of the old stuff, the equip cards and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun to use. And now there's 2 ways to play this deck. You can play Master Rules 3, or you can play Master Rules 4 if you want to use the Link Monsters. So there's several different ways to play this deck, and it, like I said, it's a lot of fun. And it's the one deck that was not used in the anime or the manga that I actually do like to use though. So yeah, that's it for this deck profile. Hope you all enjoyed the video. This is Supreme King signing off. Get your game on.